Hello, today I'll be making moussaka. Its origins are from Balkan, and all you need is, you can use any kind of veggie, but I use eggplant, zucchini, and potato. In this case I'm using two types of potato, sweet potato and new potato. And for sauce I'll be using ground beef or chicken. You can use whatever you desire, and stay tuned. The veggies for the moussaka are ready. I just passed them a little bit in the heat. You don't have to bake them because they will go in the oven to be baked again. So the veggies are ready. I marinated them with salt, pepper, oregano, and parsley, and coconut oil, and they're all ready. Stay tuned. Hello. So this is the ingredients for the sauce of the moussaka that I'm making today. And you can eat any ground meat you prefer. I'm using turkey ground meat, organic. And then these are the spices: oregano, pepper, salt, parsley, dry parsley, fresh parsley, thyme, carrots, onion, white onion, white onion, and then celery sticks, fresh homemade tomato sauce, and voila. We're gonna saute the ground turkey, and I put the stems of the parsley just for a little bit, so they saute with the meat, the ground meat. Just adding a little salt and pepper. Adding the bay leaves and the minced garlic. Saute for a minute and then add the onions. Now we're going to remove the parsley stems just to give it a big smell to them. And then I'm going to add the onions. One medium white onion, and I'm using coconut oil, organic coconut oil to saute. So now we're going to add the parsley. I use the food processor to chop this because you need them finely chopped. And I'm adding the carrots. Saute them for like 5 minutes. I'm adding the tomato sauce. So I'm adding salt, like a tablespoon of salt, and dry parsley. Oregano at the end now. And then we're going to add the thyme when it's almost ready. So I'm going to leave it for 10 more minutes. It takes a bit long, but if you don't use all the sauce, you can save it in the fridge. You can use it for spaghetti, for whatever you want to use fresh parsnip. And leave it like 5 minutes and it's done. And then we're going to move on to preparing a white sauce or bechamel. Stay tuned. Hello. So the sauce is ready for the moussaka. And now we're going to move on to the white sauce, the bechamel. Stay tuned. Hello. Now we're going to make the white sauce or the bechamel. And it's better to use a bigger pot, a heavy pot, so it's easy for you to whisk in it. Stay tuned. So we're adding the butter, medium heat, because cast iron keeps the heat in. And then we're going to add the same amount of flour as we added with the butter. So melting the butter at a medium temperature and adding the same amount of all-purpose flour and whisk so it dissolves and mixes with the ingredients mixed together. Before adding the milk, you're going to turn off the heat. You're going to have to make this a little bit brownish, not too much. Just now we turn off the heat, and we're going to add the milk. Whisking continuously. Because we don't want the sauce to bubble. So we have to continuously whisk. Now we're going to add a little bit of, going to turn the heat back up, also medium temperature, because depending on the stove you have and the pan you're cooking it with, the pot you're cooking it with. And then you keep whisking, because now there's no chance it's going to bubble. So this is the consistency you're looking for. And I'm going to add a little bit of pepper, black pepper, and then a little bit of nutmeg. You can use fresh grated nutmeg if you have. This is also called French white sauce. Every country has their own name to call it. gonna add a little bit of salt. I'm adding Himalayan salt. Just a half teaspoon. This is, so the sauce is almost ready. See the really nice consistency. After this is done, I'm just gonna add a little bit of Parmesan cheese to it, because I'm using it for, you can use it for lasagna. I'm using it for moussaka, which is some type of lasagna, but without the lasagna pasta. And this is perfect. Turn the heat off, and it's done. Beautiful. I'm gonna add a little bit of mozzarella cheese, not a lot, because we need the rest to finish, to put on the top of the moussaka. And this is it. So the first layer, so I'm gonna mix now the white sauce, and I'm gonna leave a little bit of white sauce for the top to finish it. So now we're mixing the two sauces, and look at the consistency of this. Oh my God, and it's delicious. It smells so good. So we're gonna layer this. And I'm gonna add some cheese after every layer. Basically, it's gonna be 3 layers. We use all the veggies. Every veggie has a different layer. The cheese is gonna keep together everything, just like a lasagna. That's it. So we finished the layer, and now we're gonna just add another layer of the sauce, and so on. Use whatever veggies you have left, and then the potatoes will hold. It's gonna look nice with the topping. I didn't have a lot of potatoes, so I used whatever I had. And then this is the last layer, and we're gonna add the béchamel, or the white sauce, on top with the cheese, grated cheese. You can do Parmesan, or you can do Parmesan and mozzarella, both of them. But we don't want to make it too heavy. And voila! A little bit of white sauce. So we have that golden, look to it once it's baked. We're gonna put it in the oven for 25 minutes at 350 Fahrenheit. And it's done. I'm adding some mozzarella cheese. And this, guys, is gonna be, oh my God. It's a bit of a long recipe, but it's worth it. And I hope you try. The moussaka is ready. I almost burnt it. Don't leave it more than 35 minutes. Depends on the oven, but it smells amazing. I hope you try it.